Hi everybody, welcome to CBJ's 3.0 dashboard tutorial. Just wanted to go over a few things with you so you can kind of see how everything works. As you see up here, this is a test player. Kelsey Hubbard played for, was one of our players a couple of years ago, but we're using her as a test player. You see up here you've got your dashboard, edit my profile, my videos, the CBJ contact center, and then my public profile. So my dashboard is everything you see here in front of you. You're getting your profile views, your video plays, messages sent from the contact center, and then college coach views. These are all just numbers that have been popping in here. This is, like I said, a test player. So when you start sending videos out and your video's live, you'll start getting all these numbers popping up, and you'll have a good idea of how many coaches have viewed your profile, how many messages you've sent, how many video plays you've had, and then profile views. Profile views are always going to be a little bit higher than anything else because these are people that can just go on the site and look at your profile. So those will always be a little bit higher than anything else. Down here you see our social media updates. So as we always say, we're always encouraging players to send us social media updates, so we will post them. So it's just a matter of clicking on that, and you'll get a form popping up, and that is our CBJ social media form. So just fill that out, submit it, and then we'll be able to post whatever you did on our social media. So second thing would be your edit my profile. So if you click on edit my profile, you should have done this when you got your video originally to load it all up. You're going to start on the personal info, just go through the menus and fill them all out. This is one of the most important parts on here, and that's regions I'll play in. And what that means is, what regions of the country are you comfortable going away to school? And then you need to select them. If you want to know what the regions are, you can just click on this. It'll pop up the map, and you'll be able to see what states include what we're calling the West, what are the Southwest, what's the Midwest, Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, and the South. So those are all those states. So what you're going to want to do is make sure that you'll be okay with playing anywhere in the Northeast, the Mid-Atlantic, the South. You select all those, and you don't select these. Now, if a coach is in the South, when they search for you on the website, they're going to say that their school is in the South. So if you have not selected the South as an area of the country you'd be willing to play at, then you're not going to come up in their search. And the other thing is, if you don't select any of these, you're not going to show up in any of their searches because those coaches are searching areas, their area of the country. So make sure that you select at least one of these areas of the country that you're willing to go to school in. So anyway, just go ahead through and make sure you go through all these tabs, you fill out everything, a lot of easy menus, how tall you are, height, weight, upload your transcripts. All this stuff is very important, so make sure this is all on there. After you complete a page, at the bottom there's always an update. Always click on that update to make sure the changes take effect. If you don't click on there and then you say education to EST and I change something on this page and then I go to change and leave that page, it'll say, like for example, if I go to view my public profile, it'll say, hey, you're going to leave the site and you didn't save your changes. So you have to come back and make sure that you did go back and save those changes, update that page, and make sure everything is saved before you move on. So let's see, as soon as that's done there, okay, the same changes are saved. Same thing, coach's info, your high school, your club coach, all that information goes here, and then or also club coach or high school coach and all their info. Your playing schedule, you're going to make sure that you put in your schedule so coaches can know where to see you play. Achievements are academics and athletic achievements, contact info, school, parents, and then player categorization is very important. So you want to make sure that you're selecting, your grad year. It's all also on here. If you're a transfer student from college, you do that. And then that you're not committed, your positions. This is going to be specific to your sport. So if you're in baseball or softball, you're going to see second base and shortstop. If you're football, you're going to see quarterback, linebacker. So it will be sports specific. So now coming into my videos, This is really important. So this is a matter of you're allowed, depending on the package you're on. If you're on MVP package, you get to have 3 videos on your web page. If you are on a Pro Series package, you get 5 videos on your web page. And how to add the videos is you just click on Add Video, and you'd have to go through these steps. You are going to need a YouTube channel, so go ahead and start your own YouTube channel if you haven't got one, because you'll need it to upload your videos to it, and then you'll pull them in from here. If you're on Huddle, you'll do the same thing. Now these are really simple. You're just going to click on your full screen and then play the video, and it'll give you exactly step by step, share the video, what part of the link you're going to copy, and it goes through step by step on how to add your video on your page. So just make sure you do that. And it's the same thing with the Huddle. It'll give you step-by-step instructions on how to upload videos for your page. Now the most important part is coming into the contact center. This is where you're going to reach out to college coaches. Now, if you haven't done any before, obviously none of these messages will be here. It'll be blank. So the thing you want to do is click on Message, New Message. And as soon as it's going to open, it'll go to state. So obviously you want to know what state are we willing to play in, so you can select any states that you're interested in. Let's just say Florida is one that you're interested in. This is a softball player, so they're going to show just softball schools, but we're going to look at Division I and then say search. So they're going to search all the Division I schools in Florida. So it could be a specific school you're looking for. Let's just say, hey, there's Florida Atlantic. That's one I was interested in. You click on Florida Atlantic, and then you see this popped up over here. So click on Learn More, and that will open up an entire web page from Florida Atlantic. It goes right to their web page, and you can do all this research that you want. You can look under their athletics. You can look under their sports team, whatever you're looking for. You can check out their academics. So if you click on that, you can start to learn about their, see here, College of Business, Design, College of Education. So whatever it is that you're looking for, you can kind of research it here first. Make sure the school has your major. And then if it does, great. Let's take a look over here on athletics. Depending on what you were looking at, baseball, basketball, everything's here, football, golf. So you'd check out your team, make sure everything looks good there. You'll know what to talk to the coach about. And then you're going to click back over here to the contact center, and here are all the coaches on that staff. So if it's football, there's going to be at least 10 coaches here. You'll have linebackers coach, wide receivers coach, quarterbacks coach. But in softball, we're going to have 2 assistants and the head coach. So in this case, if you were I would recommend you email all of these coaches. So let's just start with the first one, which is an assistant coach, Chan. And if you click on that, you'll see that they've loaded that right here into the To window. All you need to do is type in a subject line, then type in your whatever your email is going to be that you want to send to the coach, and hit send. You do not need to worry about adding a link to your video. Everything is embedded in the email already. You can't see it, but it's there. It's embedded. It's all there. You don't have to write it or even think about it, but it's always going to be there. And then you can go to click the next one, click the head coach. You see that's there already, subject line in, and then put the next one in, email. And the same thing with the other assistant coach. It loads that person in, and you can write that email to them. Then let's just say, I'm going to look at the D2 schools as well. So you can click on the D2 schools. We're staying in Florida. It's going to search out those schools. There are, every single school in the country is in here, so it takes a couple of seconds to collect that list. But then if you're into Embry-Riddle, you do the same thing. You're going to click on this. That, just for those of you who don't know, is I think one of the top aeronautics schools in the country. But there's the coaches for it, same process. And of course, like I said, you can always click on there and see the website to the school, do your research. Here it is, Embry-Riddle Aeronautics University. So that's how the contact center works. Then after you've sent your message, you're going to come over here to Sent Messages, click on that, and it will show you the list of how many emails you've sent, and you'll see which coaches you've sent emails to. Once the coach opens your email, you'll get a read receipt here. So it says, Coach read your email, so you'll get to see that. These are all test emails, or we would have had that, but that's what happens when the coach opens your email and checks it out. So that's basically how the contact center works. If after you've made some changes on your video and added a video or added some changes on your profile page, you'll want to click on My Public Profile. That will take you to what your web page looks like on the internet, and you can go down here, check out any changes that you would have made, whether it's on your bio or whatever it is. If you added video, like these are blanks, but if you added video, they'd all be right here, little thumbnails of those videos. So basically that's it. You go back to your dashboard, and that's where you'll have all the information on the site. And the last thing I would tell you is if you'd like to invite your high school or club coach, that happens right here. Just a matter of clicking on that button. All the information comes up. Your coach's email, your coach's name, your email, your name, and then just write a little note down here. Hey, I'd like to have a little help. If you don't mind popping into my webpage on CBJ, and they can look and see who you've been emailing and maybe make recommendations to you on what schools that you can try emailing. Maybe they've got some leads on some schools, and it kind of works that way. So that's how you would invite your coach. So pretty much that's it. If you have any questions whatsoever, let us know, but it's very user-friendly, and I wish you the best of luck while you're using it, and talk to you soon.